Starting us off like a YouTuber apology. My apologies. Haha, I'm very funny. I just had a shitty day at work today. And I don't want to say where I work, but and if you caught the hint there, working in fast food, I've never had another job besides this, but there's a lot of crazy people, and today was no exception. Allegedly. This whole video is gonna be allegedly, because I don't know if I can get sued for this, so allegedly. I think that's like the safety word. Ooh. But, I don't know. Today's video, I think I'm gonna try to learn. I'm trying to practice how to do that cool graphic liner thing right now, so I think I'm gonna practice doing that, and I'm just gonna rant about work. Story time. I'm gonna talk about crazy customer stories because they're funny to me, but I want someone to share my pain. So I'm gonna get comfy because I literally just got home, and maybe we'll continue this. We'll see how I'm feeling. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. First, Pete My No Borrow shirt from the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll put a picture somewhere. But it was the collab of Jujutsu Kaisen and that one brand. I loved all those things, and I wish I could got more of these shirts. But I got this one, and I don't know what the other one is, but maybe I'll put a picture if I end up looking enough for it. Super great. Great quality. I recommend it. They're probably all sold out, but whatever. Also, while I say this, normally I do my makeup in that mirror back there, and what I'm going to be using is the Anastasia Jackie Aina palette, because it has like a little mirror right there. So I'm going to be going like this. I'm not used to using this, so this will probably be a mess, but I don't film videos for it to be good. I film videos because it's for my entertainment. So I'll talk about the palettes, what I'm using throughout it, but no, that's what I'll be using for a mirror and for the eyeshadow. You'll see. Okay, so working in fast food, as you guys probably know, there's a lot of people that really suck, and I feel like some people just wake up in the morning. I'm going to be using the shade color credit. I haven't used this thing for it, but I feel like this might be a good idea. So they wake up and I'm just like, you know how I can make these poor souls. Ooh, that might be too dark for this, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. These poor souls who are just here for a paycheck. How can I make their life miserable today? So what I do first, what I'm trying to do is I try to do like an outline. This isn't really the best outline, but whatever. I'm not doing this to look good. I'm doing this for vibes. And today was no exception. There wasn't a lot of like horrible customers today. Just more people just being annoying. Like, I'm just tired of people. And a great instance, I think I'm gonna try putting my mirror right here because that actually might help. A great instance of people being annoying is, so literally yesterday, I was at work for not even 10 minutes yet. This was the second order I've taken of the day. And I'm gonna be using the tattoo liner from KVD, arguably a brand you shouldn't support, but I was given this though. I can't really, don't support, well, maybe you can now. Look into it, it's not my business. Well, it is my business, but I'm not getting into that right now. But I wasn't even here 10 minutes yesterday, and this girl, so I was taking an order, and I was like, hi, welcome to, what can I get for you today? And we didn't have what she wanted, and which I get is frustrating. I would be frustrated in that sense if I came here, I'm ready to get something, but we didn't have it, and there's literally nothing I could do about that. So I was like, okay, bye, have a nice day. And she went, bitch. And I don't care if people call me a bitch. I expect that working in fast food, but I didn't feel like what I did warranted a bitch. And I was like, maybe maybe she wanted to order something else, and I just didn't hear, and I was like, do you want something else? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. So she, for no reason, called me a bitch. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I also could probably use this right here, but whatever. Sorry, this is probably such a bad video. I don't even care anymore. It actually looks kind of good. I like using the eyeshadow because I feel like it kind of gives you a little bit of a line. This is a ColourPop eyeliner, arguably another brand that you shouldn't support, but I bought this because it's cheap and I was really sad. So, I'm not gonna fend for myself. This is flavor honey, which this flavor literally doesn't show up on me, so that was kind of a waste, but whatever. The color I meant to grab was, well, I didn't grab the one I wanted, but I'll use this one. It's chili. It's like a pretty red color. But no, so I was like, okay, whatever. What can you do? People are just gonna be rude. And then this didn't happen to me, but this happened to one of my coworkers. So where are we at? You don't have to wear your mask technically, but me and some of my fellow coworkers choose to wear their masks. So good for us, I guess. And so it was two of my coworkers were coming in, and the reason I'm telling this is because I just think it's a really funny story. Cannot take credit. Ooh. Kind of fucking with this. Go me. Cannot take credit for this. Oh god, and then I messed it up. Of course I did. It really be like that. But no, this lady came in, and I don't remember why she was upset, but she was upset for some reason. We didn't have what she wanted. Who even knows at this point? But she called my coworker an asshole. And then she started blah, 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 blah. And then she basically started like, you guys are sheep. And we were like, what? And she was like, you guys are wearing your masks. You guys are such sheep. And he was like, what? And they're just two dudes, and they're just trying to get through their day. And she's out here calling them sheep. And it's like, oh my gosh, I don't even get paid enough for this, bitch. And they were like, okay. And she was like, I'm a doctor. And she works next to my store, there's a chiropractic place, and that's where she works. So my coworker, literally the balls on this one, I could never. He was like, you're not a doctor, you're a chiropractor. I wasn't here for this, but he tells that story all the time, as he should, because it's fucking hilarious. No offense to all the chiropractors out there, you do you, but you do not get the same you're not required to get the same licensing to be a chiropractor as you do like a regular doctor. So no shade on chiropractors, but chiropractors, especially this one, was not a doctor. The shade is freaking real. Okay, sorry, a lot of these involve cussing, but that's fine. Who even cares? I don't care. If you do care, I'm sorry. I'll make this video not for kids. And this eye, I think actually turned out kind of well. It's a little messy, but you know what? It's not bad. I've seen worse. This is the eye normally goes decently well. This is the eye I always mess up on. So we just tend to, because this is my good side. This is like my we kind of do our best over here. We do our best over here side. And this next story. So right now at this place, we have a deal for like $2 iced coffee, and so a lot of people will be getting it obviously because it's like $2. Why wouldn't you? Because it's like a different blend or whatever. So there's this dude who always comes in, and he used to get a macchiato all the time, but he would get with no ice and like 14 extra pumps of caramel. And I was like, oh my, everyone hates this dude. And I used to think he was nice, but then one day he came and he had a Trump hat in his car, and I was like, okay, so you don't have any redeeming qualities, got it. So him and his child come in, well, they do the drive-thru or whatever, and so they get the $2 iced coffee with no ice, a bunch of butter pecan, whatever, good for them, I guess, but they didn't get it with any cream or sugar. And I don't like coffee, so I feel like I can be allowed to say this. even though I work at a coffee place, coffee doesn't taste good. And the $2 iced coffee is supposed to be like extra. I mean, I've had done worse on this side, but it's not horrible. I'm not gonna redo it. But it's like pretty like potent. So this is not like you shouldn't give coffee to children, period. But this is not like a especially like good tasting coffee. And they didn't get any cream or sugar in it. And it's kind of like, okay, whatever, do you? And so, yeah, this side is not gonna. It's because on this one I need to make the line darker. Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. I did it on the outside, right? Yeah. So, kind of ruining this eyeliner, but it's good. I did it on. I messed up. Whatever. Good for me, I guess. You know what? We'll just look at her. Okay. And now I'm just gonna put some pretty shades in it because this is what I want to try. So I'm gonna use the shade. I think I'm gonna use the shade Shush just for some like pretty shine. But no. So they get their coffee, they pay. They get the 2 coffees, one for both of them. They leave. Good for them. So me and my coworker are just doing our work, and then we come back, and in the drive-thru it beeps, and we're like, oh, welcome to Dunkin'. And then this was the child, not the adult. We have proof, like we saw, like it was the child. The child, I'm assuming it was a he went, this coffee tastes like shit. We're back for new ones. I was like, whoa, of course I get this to the customer because then I'll get fired. Mine was like, okay. I was like, what? Because I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear you. So how are you supposed to respond to that? So I was like, I didn't hear you, come again? And then the dad steps in and he's like, sorry, some random kid passing by. Ignore that. Our coffee wasn't, we just want to remake the iced coffee, so he kind of played, let's calm it down a little. And I was kind of like, your child just yelled at you and you made an excuse for him? Granted, I don't know if, like, after this, the dad was like, hey, kid, don't do that. Because I've seen the dad back, not the kid back. But, like, if I said that to, like, someone, no matter who it was, no matter if you don't even care about the working people or not, and this was just some random thing, my parents would never let me talk like that. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Guess y'all are lucky. I'm just gonna put the shade pinker under my eyes, just for a little spice. I always like putting under my eyes. I think it adds a nice little thing, but I was like, okay. And so they made an excuse for him, and then it got in their iced coffee again, and there was no more complaints after that. But it's just kind of like, how dare you talk to me like that? Like, that wasn't like, I don't know. In my opinion, don't be rude to people. I guess it's a hot take. I don't know, fuck. But I was just kind of like, okay, guess that happened. But no, I really like this graphic liner, but I don't think it looks good with my eyes. I don't know. I don't think it looks good with my eye shade, but this palette, pretty great. I got it as a hand-me-down Christmas gift. Love that for me. Yeah, this kind of, it's not looking at me, but whatever. I tried. But no, those are just, I don't know. Since we live in the society of capitalism, I know we don't hype her up. We don't like her here. And most people are expected to get a job and work. And there always has to be someone who works quote unquote on the bottom. Example, fast food people. And I feel like since we're stuck in this society, I feel like everyone should have to work in some like shitty like fast food joint at one point or something like that, because just so you learn not to be an asshole to fast food people or just like coworkers in general. Like even if you just worked at like fries for a day, you would be like, okay, I'm being the asshole here, calling people bitch for saying goodbye. There's so many more stories I can go into, but I'm done with this, and I just wanted to do a short little thing of just me bitching. But like, I don't know, people are wild. People are freaking wild, and that was no exception. Yeah, I don't know, man. Treat fast food workers with care. Like, be nice to us. We really do appreciate it. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, do you have any other crazy fast food experiences? Would you like me to do this video again? Because, oh, I have more stories, baby. I got more stories, and I got more time to practice after work. So, have a good day. Thank you so much. Make sure to share, too. That's another YouTuber thing that I'm supposed to say. Live, laugh, love, gatekeep, girl goss, gaslight. Be swaggy. Have a good day.